Welcome to the brand new Ford Ranger Wildtrak Twitter. If you don't get it, forget about it. In this review, we talk about the new flexible rack system. And then, surprise, surprise, Muzi opens a door. And then we look at boats on the new Wildtrak X. And then we get on the boat only to complain about how slow it is. And then we drive around in sand before. And then I asked Muzi a very important question because I was genuinely confused.
But what's this for? It's for cooling. Can't you feel it's cooling? Oh, it's for the face. Oh, it's cooling. It's a cooler.
So then, allow us to get started. The X as you see it has a lot in common with the normal Wildtrak, as most of the changes are cosmetic. It does have a couple of differences and a couple of extra features. We'll get to those a bit later. But in terms of looks, as you'll see, it has 17-inch all-terrain tires. It has a new off-road grille, which is still very similar to the normal Wildtrak, and it has new matrix LED headlights. In addition, the X also has these new integrated driving lights, which should come in handy if ever you're driving around at night or if ever you just want to flash people on the highway. But before we talk about highways, let's talk about the engine. In all honesty, when I first saw the Wildtrak X, I assumed it came with a 3-liter V6 engine. I was wrong. The Wildtrak X actually comes with a 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine, which produces 154 kilowatts and 500 newton meters of torque. But don't get upset that this is the 2-liter engine. Remember, this bi-turbo diesel actually produces more power than you'll find in any other bakkie that isn't using a Ford engine. And yes, my Toyota friends, that even includes the Toyota Legend roller shutter. Speaking of roller shutters, all the Wildtraks you'll see in this review all have roller shutters, but they are not free. They're an optional extra that will cost you 25,200 Rand. The next coming extra is this, the flexible rack system. I initially thought it would be standard on the Wildtrak X, but it's also an optional extra, and no, it is not electric. It looked electric simply because I asked Muzi to move it for me like a robot. Anyway, I'll put this in as an end credit scene. If you want the flexible rack system, it'll cost you 19,000 Rand, but if you're not interested in it, you can always get the normal sport bar. But if you live an adventure lifestyle and you'll be putting boats on your Ford Ranger Wildtrak, then by all means, go for the flexible rack system. But if you know you won't be doing anything too hectic, just get the normal sport bar, save yourself 19,000 Rand. A quick look at the interior, your seats now say Wildtrak X, so they added an X. The rest of it is very similar to the Wildtrak. There are a couple of changes, a bit of suede here and there, but you can draw this interior by now. You've seen it in so many of my reviews. I'll leave links in the description. Taking a quick look at the back seat, nothing has changed either, but for reference, I asked Muzi to demonstrate the legroom. He looks comfortable. With the headroom, he says it's not enough, and then he checked again, and then he says it's fine. So I don't know where he stands there, but if you really want to know, I checked, the headroom is fine. You also have rear air vents, 2 USB ports, and a plug in case you want to connect something. If you care about quality sound like myself, I have good news. It comes with a Bang & Olufsen sound system, and Bang & Olufsen never disappoints. If you want to hear some of the songs we're listening to, because of copyright I can't post it here, but I'll post some of the videos in my Instagram stories and you can listen to them there. If you don't know my Instagram handle, it's realmrhowmuch, or I'll simply leave a link in the description for you. The Wildtrak X comes with off-road suspension, but even on normal roads, it's still very comfortable. Ford just knows how to make a bakkie that drives like an SUV or a normal passenger vehicle. You have adaptive cruise control, you have blind spot monitoring in case there is someone in your blind spot, and for some added peace of mind, it comes with 7 airbags. You also get a 360-degree view camera, front and rear parking sensors, and active park assist as well. Now let's get to the part where you need to make choices with your money. The standard Wildtrak comes in at the price you're seeing on your screen, and the Wildtrak X is an extra 88,000 Rand. But for 13,400 Rand, you can get the Wildtrak V6. Tell me, are the changes to the Wildtrak X so good that you would leave the V6? Are the changes so good that you would spend the extra 88,000 over the normal Wildtrak? Ford put customers in a tricky position here because which one do you choose? Which one do you buy? Please let me know in the comments. And if you want to know what I would choose, let me put it like this. If I'm already spending $1 million on the Wildtrak X, I wouldn't mind spending an extra 13,400 Rand to get the Wildtrak V6. Yes, it won't look as cool, but it'll drive better because that V6 is on point. And you know what else would be on point? Liking and subscribing. If you haven't liked this video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Support local YouTube, guys. It's the right thing to do, and we're still on the road to 60,000 subs by December, so please share the channel. Hey, shout out to Sosa. What's up, bruh? What's up? Share the channel with friends, your neighbors, your cousins. And as always, I'd like to say thank you to the 53,000 of you who not only watch but have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Oh, and before I forget, I have a live radio interview. I'll let you know when. And I'll also be on TV as well. So thank you for making that happen. Your support of this channel has made it all possible. And now for a second time, allow us to talk about prices. Again, the Ford Ranger Wildtrak X comes in at 1,013,000 Rand. On finance, you're looking at 19,804 Rand over 6 years at 12% interest. A full tank of diesel will cost you 2,186 Rand, and an insurance premium of 4,000 Rand would bring your total cost of ownership to 25,990 Rand. And that is calculated on the base price without accounting for any of the extras. Now, in terms of your warranty, you get a 4-year, 120,000 kilometer warranty. And when it comes to the service plan, Ford decided to unbundle service plans for some reason. Ford, listen to me. No one wants this. Please put back the service plan, simply because anyone spending R1 million on a bakkie is still likely to take a service plan with Ford anyway. But if you're curious to know how much a service plan will cost you, a 6-year, 90,000 kilometer service plan will come in at 23,959 Rand and 10 cents. There it is on the screen. That's pretty awesome. Never having to stress about service for 6 years is a good deal. Now imagine if that was included in the price, Ford. Imagine. You are currently looking at the demonstration of Trail 10 Assist. It comes as standard on the Wildtrak X, so when you're deciding between a normal Wildtrak and the X, keep this in mind. It works by braking the inside rear wheel so that you can make tight turns while you're off-roading. Emphasis on off-roading. Next thing you find someone doing Trail 10 Assist at Checkers. It's not meant for that. Now, before we leave, there are a couple of things I didn't mention. As Sosa is demonstrating, you can adjust the racks on the roof in case you want to carry something other than a boat. And one other thing I didn't mention is that the X comes with ambient lighting. And please let me know in the comments what you think about the brand new Wildtrak. And before you leave, don't forget to check out my sponsor, changecars.co.za. They have over 25,000 cars for you to choose from, new or used. But from me to you, thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, take care.
That's that one there.
Alright, I'm now slowly coming that side. Okay, I can move it normally now. And it looked automatic. Anyway, this thing is not automatic, guys. Muzi was moving it. It's an optional extra. So yeah, now you know. You'll hear people from Pretoria saying they want to hike this mountain.
And then
that one is
no table, nothing.
3 liter.
It's a 5 liter. Bone. Oh, what to now? Oh, yeah. This boat is too fast.